Well, I tell you, son, life is something else. It's a great mysterious adventure. The Bible says that one day everything will be known. All the great answers, all the great mysteries of time. And I feel like that is certainly true. But I believe that God has a plan. He put us here for a purpose. I believe that. But what it is, I can't say. I mean, who am I to say? I'm just a mortal. But of course, there is an answer to it. And we're here. Uh, I mean, you got to, when you live a life, you can't be a hermit. You've got to get the most out of living. And I have said that about myself many a time. I have got the most out of living. Um, and you know what I'm talking about when you read my tombstone after I'm gone. I'm not going to tell you what it says. But you said Jimmy knew what he was talking about. When you read that tombstone up in the cemetery there, you'll know what I'm talking about. And I believe that it will be revealed to us one day. Oh yeah, after we leave this world, not while we're here, of course. But who knows what God's got planned? I mean, we just didn't. The Bible tells you you're made from the dust of the ground, and to the dust you're going to return, and that's a known fact. Uh, we're the only creature on earth that's got a soul, and we're the only one. And God created that, so there you go. We just live day by day. Who knows what tomorrow will bring, because it's great mystery. And I've told you so many times what my daddy used to say, and my mama too. She would say so many times, Jimmy, it take all kind to make a world. And my daddy would say, Jimmy, you reap what you sow in this life. And I don't believe no truer words have ever been spoken. And I tell you, friends, I'll tell you for a known fact, I'm a living example of that. I've been reaping for years what was sowed for years in my life, and as being on this porch every day, and the people that come here to see me. And it's been the most rewarding thing that ever happened in my life. And I can never forget it. An old colored lady told me one time, years ago, I was about 20 years old. We were joking and laughing with her one day. She said, Mr. Jimmy, don't you never change. Stay like you is forever. I didn't know what she was talking about. But now I know what she was talking about. I know all the time. You know, people find different things to catch up. I never had no education. I want college material. I went to college for a short while, but it wasn't for me. I'm just right out of high school. But believe me, friends, I have got more wisdom. I have learned more at this store. I have learned more dealing with my fellow man than any degree that any college in this world would ever give. I guarantee you that. And if you find a man with any more friends than I have, and let me tell you, I'm bragging. Yes, I'm bragging. I'd like to meet him. I'd like to meet him. Because you got to be a friend to have a friend. And all these customers we had through the years. Oh, Lord, I tell you, when I think about 80 years the store was open, back in the 40s and 50s and 60s when we was, oh, Lord, my daddy told about the 30s and the hard times. And, Lord, the people who he helped, he had a heart of gold, my mama did too. And the lives that they led, it makes me proud to be here. It really does. And being an only child too, you know, that means something. Because I had no brothers or sisters. But I believe God intended it that way. And I believe it was fate too that I was born in such a place as Olgers store. Because there never was but one in this whole world. And there never will be but one. I think that covers the answer, don't you think so?